Hope everybody's having a good day today. I came out here to my grandparents to do a little work this afternoon. They've been, my grandpa's been wanting me to do some work. I did some stuff the other day. Well, let's see, when was it? I guess it was end of last month. And I got a good bit accomplished. That was the day that I worked on the tractor and worked on the two A models. But that's been, like I said, several weeks there at the end of January. I come out here today because he still had some stuff that he had mentioned when I was last working that I hadn't got to yet. And all it is removing some borders. What he does, like around the trees here, you've got the bark, and to keep the bark in, he's got these metal rings. And there's a couple here. I can't remember if this one here had a tree in it at one time, or if it was before he even did the rings. I just can't remember. I remember when I was a kid, there was a huge, I think this was it, but anyway, there was a pine tree here, and actually, I think he actually had it around 2006, 2007. So after that, I think it died, that or he just cut it down. I think it had to do with when he did this yard and put the sod. It just got cut down and the stump got burned out, so it's hard for me to keep the exposure right. So anyway, it was right there. He burned it out, and then he's had rose bushes there for about 10 years or so, but they've obviously not done really well. And what's the couple that's left there, just, I mean, they may or may not grow, but they don't look too well. So anyway, and then right here he had another pear tree, these Bradford pear trees. And that one just, I think, fell over just of age, and a storm blew it over, so we cut it down. So anyway, I'm going to remove the ring here around the old Bradford pear, and then where the pine tree is, or was, I'm going to remove it. And then there was actually one just for, I don't know why I'm saying this, but there was actually one over there too, a big pine tree. That was the one that, it was like at the end here, like where the road curves, is just kind of out there. That was my favorite because I could climb in it fairly easy. I always remember when I was climbing in it as a kid that every time I'd get on it, it would release all kinds of sap, and my hands would be covered in just sticky sap when I'd get off. But anyway, I'm gonna do those two things and see if I can dig them up. I don't know how hard it is, especially, well, that one I think is gonna be easy. But this one here, it's stuck in the ground about 2 inches because they put the sod around it. So what's happened is it's got a lot higher, like on this end. So it's going to be a little bit tougher to dig that out. But I don't think it's going to be that big a deal because once I get that shovel under it, I've just got a long, thin shovel, and I'll just kind of pry it off. But I'm going to get to work and see how hard this is to get done. That didn't take as long as I thought. I ended up getting them both done in about 5 minutes apiece. The hard part wasn't really getting them up, it was getting them apart, because I've got two rings around, or well, two pieces of metal hooked together around each of these with old metal spikes that are rusted and bent. So taking them apart was pretty rough, but I just kind of pried on it a little bit and beat on it with the shovel and got them free. So now I've got two, I don't know, 6 foot, maybe 7 foot pieces, and well, per each ring, so, or each circle. So I've got 4 of them. I'm gonna go get the gator and pick them up. I'll show you what they look like. So here they are. Like I said, these metal spikes here are what was hooked together. The other side has holes on the bottom, and so these things are bent and rusted so bad that I had to just bang on one side or the other and get them disconnected, and then you had other spikes stuck in the ground, bent up. But once I got them free, getting them off of each other was the hard part. But that's all they are, just little 4-inch pieces of thin metal, and we could reuse them, paint them, and just put them somewhere else, so he may use them again in the future. So let's go see if the gator will run. I know there's some tools and barbed wire in the back that I think my uncle was using. We've fixed fences and stuff, and he left some stuff in there, but I think I'll just drape the 4 pieces of metal over the bed of the gator, and they'll fit just fine. I think I'm going to carry them down into the pasture on the fence side on this far end. I think he's got a few piled up already that he's used over the years, and that's just where he kind of stores them. So I'm going to look and see if they're down there. Otherwise, if I don't find them, I'll either put them next to the garage, or there may be some in the garage. So we'll see where everything's stored.
What are you doing, Kanga? What are you doing? Come here. Come here, Kanga. What are you doing, girl?
You a sweet girl?
Hey, that's okay. What's wrong?
You must be scared of the camera. I thought I'd come down here first and see if I could find out where he put all of the old pieces of metal. Alright, my camera quit recording. I think this memory card's going bad, because I had it a few times do this where I'd be recording and it just completely shut out, and then I had it happen the other day practicing videoing with my dad, doing some stuff for him, and it cut out, and so I'm probably going to have to buy a new memory card. But anyway, I was over here. This is all the stuff he keeps, like extra stuff, and I honestly don't think any of this is worth anything. It's just old fence posts that he took down, but they're stored here anyway. We got some hog wire. And I think there's some, I believe that's, yeah, tomato plant, like holders. When you put tomato plants up, you put them in these little metal rings. You can't even hardly see them, they're right in there. But anyway, that's all the just random stuff over here. But the pieces of metal that we need are also sitting over here. There's some more wood posts, and there's also some railroad ties for whatever reason. I think those, well, I don't know where he got them or when, but you can use them for weights on the front of tractors and things like that, because I mean they are just solid, railroad ties, cross ties. Well, not cross ties, the actual, rails that the train runs on. So no telling how much these weigh each, but there's a bunch of those. But these are what we're looking for. That's what's left of the old rings that I just took off the 2 trees. So I'm going to bring the other ones that I just took off down here and pile on top of here. That way they'll be in their right home, and he'll know where they're at if he ever needs any of them. Also got some good culverts there from whenever, 40 years ago. So anyway, let's go get the other rings, and we'll come back maybe we can, yeah, I think we can back the gator just maybe right where I'm standing, and then just drag them off over there. So I'm gonna go get that and finish up. That was a really short job. I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer than that. So anyway, I'm gonna go get that stuff. Oh. I'm stuck. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Ah, there we go. Wow, I am like seriously stuck. I think this thing's about had it. Go to 4-wheel drive. There we go. that'll stay. This is like gator vision. Whoa. It's not gonna work. It's only gonna work pretty much straight. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop. I thought while I was out here I'd go ahead and get the garbage cans for my grandpa. I noticed that the garbage truck had run while I was trying to get those rings up. So doing this will save him a trip, and he'll have to normally go on his truck and put them in the back, and so that saves him from having to do that. So I'll get this and put the gator back up. I hope that stays. Looks like it's gonna fall down. I'll just ease around. It's a pretty place. I really enjoy it out here. Pretty quiet except for the road, but you know, it's still, I mean, compared to most places, really quiet. So it's a good day to work too. The sun's really bright today. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day now that I'm done here, because my grandparents are not even home right now to tell me if they had any other stuff to do. And I can't remember what all else he needed done. I just know that that was the one thing he was mentioning to me the other day to get done. So anyway, I may see if my sister wants to go eat later, and my brother-in-law, obviously. TJ, you've seen him in the last video, which is the last two videos actually. I just uploaded them today. There was an Expo video, him and his dad and me went to Knoxville. It's been 2 weeks ago Friday, so just over 2 weeks. And we went there, and then I believe it was, last Monday, I believe, if I remember right, we went and did a little video at their apartment, just a taste test of some, I think it was yogurt. Yeah, Skier yogurt. I'd never tried it. He was wanting me to throw up, I reckon. But anyway, but those videos got uploaded today. I'll link them in the description. I'm actually fixing to lose my ability to put stuff on the end screens. Like, I usually have something here and then something over here and then like a subscribe thing in the center at the very end of my videos. But YouTube is changing the rules on their partnership program that I've been a part of since 2012, and now, and actually I didn't get invited to it, but I was at the one where I could apply for it and I got it, but they're taking me off of it because I don't have at least 1,000 subscribers. I'm just at the number of hours viewed, or I think it's hours viewed per year or per month, whatever, or maybe minutes, I can't remember. But anyway, the biggest hurdle for me was the subscribers, because if I had 1,000 subscribers, the other would come automatically. So anyway, I'm fixing to lose my partnership that allows me to, do the end screen stuff and stuff I really love to have. I mean, the money's not even an issue. I mean, I'm gonna lose my ads, but I was only making about 200 a year on YouTube, so it's not like it's a big deal. And I wasn't making, some years I was only making about 100, so it depends on the year, but usually I get about 2 checks a year, or 2 deposits on the AdSense. But it just kind of was neat to have. I mean, it just gave me extra little thing, or well, extra incentive to buy, like, stuff for my cameras and things that I wouldn't maybe normally buy. But like I said, $200 is nothing. I'm not even worried about that. It's just I hate losing the little things that I can like put a video here or a playlist here. But anyway, I'll link those 2 videos that we just made in the description, and I may actually start putting more like playlists down there that you can view. So anyway, I'm gonna see what else everybody's gonna do this evening, and I don't know, what the rest of the day's got planned. So we'll see, and if not, I'll end the video later. But I'm just gonna call them and find out what they're gonna do. Well, I didn't get a whole lot more accomplished today. I went home and had to go talk to a foundation guy, and well, it's actually like well, he is a foundation guy, but anyway, we had got a guy working at the house doing some sealing. Talked to him, had to talk to a brick guy, and then I went around the house with a leaf blower trying to get some of the residual leaves that have fell since the last time I cleaned up the yard. Get them cleaned up. I still got to do like the basement and around like half the front yard, but anyway, I got to worry about all that tomorrow. But I got a lot of that done, and or at least half of it. And then I came to eat with my sister and my brother-in-law, and then I was at their apartment. And so I was gonna go ahead and start editing this video, and then they may want to watch a movie. I don't know. So I was gonna do that. So I'm gonna let you go, and I hope you had a good day today. And I don't know. I'll try to make another video tomorrow, but like I said the other day, I don't know what kind of schedule I'll be on. So we'll see how quick I'll end up making one. But anyway, hope you had a good day, and I'll see you next upload.